Hello there, welcome to JonnyBuildz. I am your host Johnny, and we have Wicket the Ewok to do tonight, so we're going to get started on him here very quickly and then talk about a whole bunch of other things that is coming down the pipe, some things that were released, some stuff from last week that I've commented about on some social media stuff, and then some other things, but we're going to get started on this right away. And this actually has... Wow, this one's actually... It's weird how LEGO chooses what they do. Like some sets that are this size have the push tabs. Some of them have the slicing. So I need a knife. So I will be right back. Hold on. Scissors. Huh. There we go. Knife. So... back again, so we're gonna get started here very quickly. Ready? 3, 2, 1, boom! Here we go. So, how's everyone doing tonight? We are doing Wicket the Ewok. The poll is, of the original trilogy, what is your favorite Star Wars movie of the original trilogy? Alright, aww. He was folded in there. Look at that. Well, here, we'll put this back here. Yeah, it was all folded. Boo! So favorite, so this is number 1. That's 11. So we got at least 11 bags in here. 12 bags. They're all little bags. 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. BB-8's gonna hold on to that stuff. 6, 10. Oh, that's little. That's like for the hood. So 10, 11, 1, 2, and 9. So 9 goes there. All right. So we are ready to go. It's interesting how they have this sorted. So, yeah. So how's everyone doing tonight? No one's on yet, but that's all right. All right. Brick separator. Got some pink pieces in there. I like the variety of pieces they do whenever they do these. This is not like a standard big fig, so to speak. Like, well, let's see if there's anything in there. I don't think there's any. Nope, no stickers. So this is like not a standard big fig, like they've done with like the pirate and some of the other things. See, perfect little stance right there. So hopefully everyone's. So this is a build together set. That's interesting. So you can have like up to 4 people helping to build it, which is different. So all right, here we go. First piece. Here we go. Done. So the reason why I want to build him is because I have my trees back here. You can see them sitting up here. And those trees are going to be for Brick Erie. So, and I figured, I think Wicket will go good with it. I got him because I wanted to build him anyway. So there we go. And this will be an interesting challenge in a sense, because I want to see how quickly... So this is 1,010 pieces, and I want to see how quickly I can build him, even being brand new and in the bags, because I have my challenge coming up in 2 months roughly for trying to do the AT-AT, UCS AT-AT, and setting a world record. No one's done it yet, so I mean, like, I guess I'll be the first, but I want to set a good time. And the thing of it is, the AT-AT is 6,700 pieces. So this is like a 1/6 of that, actually a 1/7 almost. And to make it a good showing, you know, the idea would be like, so there's a guy that did the Falcon, the UCS Falcon, in 7.5 hours. And the Falcon is 7,500 pieces. Now his was all sorted and everything, and that's the way I'm going to do this. So doing that, I'm hoping to do 1,000 pieces an hour, which is quite fast, because that's roughly what he did. Was 1,000 wait, these are the pink ones. It was 1,000 pieces per hour, which is insane. But when they're all sorted, you're just going from one thing to the next to the next to the next. You don't have to search for the pieces. You just go to your bins or whatever, and that's what you do. So, oh look, he has a little hat. He has the little heart right on the middle. So that's his heart. His love for Leia. Oh, I got an extra heart. Probably don't need that one. And it's interesting that to do the framing on the inside, we're using these pieces, the cone pieces. So, but it is different than a big fig. How we're putting this together. But these also, like, they're orange and dark gray, so what it does is it helps you figure out, okay, which is the front, which is the back, whenever they have to rotate it and stuff. So that's useful. So this is like, because we have to open the bags and everything as I'm doing this, that takes up time. It's not going to be like, hey, grab, you know, like I was saying, grab a thing and start building. So, but we will see. Looks like I'm going to do, I don't see another shaft thing, but it looks like this would be twice, but I guess not. Nope, guess not. Okay, that just goes right there. On the top, and we've got these browns in the front and grays in the back. So the old things have to go in the back. All right, so this is interesting. This little apparatus that we're putting together. It's got clear clips. I have not seen those before. These ones are clear. So I'm guessing it's for his mouth, maybe, to make it so it can move. I'm guessing that's what it's for, but it's interesting that they're clear. I have not seen clear arm clips before. That is very cool. And this goes on the bottom, on the front. All right, and we do have 2 extra pieces, and just like that, we are done with bag number 1. Oh, now we're making his leg. So yeah, this is the torso. This one actually has a bag in a bag. No one is out and about today. Everyone is eating dinner or whatever. Sorry. I will stream for the people later. This is probably his feet, these little thingies. So we got light brown and dark brown for a lot of this, which is kind of neat. Poof. Alright, there's a start of a foot. Lower this a little bit. There we go. It's a little bit closer. They're stuck together. Alright, this is our first smooth piece we put on, first smooth pieces that we're putting on. And it looks like this is going to be a covering just like that. It's going to have a little bit of a lean to it. Alright, we set that aside and go to the next thing. A lot of snot bricking for him because he's going to be. It reminds me, starting off, it reminds me a little bit of the doing the Hermione and Harry big figs because they had a lot of snot bricks, especially for their heads. And Logan's favorite 3386. These are light blue color. Interesting choice. Hello, how's everyone doing tonight? We are working on Wicket the Ewok. We are on bag number 2. Moving right along. And we are doing one of his legs. Not sure which one, but we are doing one of them. So there we go, so far. And this is his torso, I think. Alternating some browns and more smooth pieces. So here we go. We're actually applying. And look at all the snot bricks that are there. So it's making him very strong. What in the Ewok is going on? That is right. That is the question. That is the amazing question of the day. All right. So there is part of the first leg. So just working away. I'm seeing how quick, I mean, like I always time myself, but I'm seeing just how quickly I can do a 1,000-piece set. Again, everything is training for the big day, but what did you have for dinner? That's also the question of the day. It's always the question of the day, though. See, in here, like I was saying before, I have to search for pieces, whereas whenever I do the other one, it's not going to be searching. It's going to be, everything's going to be sorted, and away we go. Nothing. It's a longer one that goes there. And this. This goes on the other side of the leg. So, and I gotta flip it around. Alright. So that's looking kind of like an Ewok leg now. Ordering pizza. Pizza is always a good choice. Alright, let's do the front here. So this one is, looks like this is going to be his left leg. Nope, this is the back. So let's get your take on things, Mr. Vab. Since you are here, what do you think of the Death Star overall? I don't know if you commented last time or not. Everyone pretty much knows, I think, how I feel about it. That's it, one piece. One piece there. Not the series. I agree. It is almost as bad as Chewbacca. I agree. I actually cannot tell which is worse. And I think it's funny, like, I didn't watch the unveiling thing that they did, but I've seen people say that, like, the developers, because they're the developers, I guess, they were the ones leading the stream, and they're like, oh, we know this isn't, not everyone's going to be happy with it. And it's like, well, yeah. you were right. And some people will like it, which is fine. Haha, making toes. It's just to, I mean, like, if they were coming out with it and saying it was a diorama and, like, it's not a UCS, I mean, I would be fine with it. I still wouldn't be getting it. But my whole issue is you have a certain precedent with UCS sets, and the epicness of the set does not exist. Like if you did a big ball like everybody wanted, and made it have tons of figures and all kinds of neat things, like, it would be different. But this is not that. There we go, toes. It is the slice. It is. I just appear to be missing a major piece. Unless it got under here. No, unless it's still in the bag. Or it got... I actually do appear to be missing an actual big piece for the first time. A 2x4. I don't know where it would have gone. Like, it wouldn't have gone far. This is interesting. Yeah, I agree. I can, yeah. Well, that is interesting. We do not have a 2x4. And it was not in here. Definitely not in there. Unless I dropped something? I don't see anything. I may have my first Lego set that is missing, and a major piece too. It's not like a tiny piece. It's like, And I have extras, like, simply because I've been working on doing these trees here, so I can steal one of the things from here. As funny as it sounds, because I have a lot of them, but it's just weird. Of all pieces. Yep. Take this off. Maybe I can't. took off already. Interesting. Interesting. So this is going to kill my time, obviously. I mean, like, pretty sure I built this exactly how they wanted. So that's there. That is interesting. Of all pieces, I'm missing one of those. So I'm going to do is see if I can find in one of the other bags. Oop. All right. There we go. Found one for my tree branch. So good thing I had it there. All right. So, hey, Click and Cliff, how are you doing? I am missing my very first piece from a Lego set ever, and it is a pretty big one. So I was missing a 2x4 brown here. There's another one that's missing. What the? I don't understand. Something happened. Missing 2 brown? And I know I didn't. This is interesting. Good thing I have more. I know. This is actually kind of interesting that I'm missing 2 brown pieces. Luckily, they're the same kind. But like, wow. That's never. But I guess if I was shorted 1, then it makes sense I would be shorted another, I guess, if they didn't put in enough. Just odd. Anyway, how you doing tonight, Cliffy? Oh, here's what they... Let me double check something. Ah, nope, it was me. It was me. So there's a part in here where they have one of these, but it looked like it was two of those. My bad. I'm good. I failed. I just assume sometimes because they use the same piece that they had just done that, but apparently not. Anyway, how you doing tonight, Cliff? So, Lego's reputation is still... Well, no. Lego's reputation is not so good right now. Alright, those go there. And this goes on the... There we go. Alright, so there's the left foot so far. Tear it all apart, start over. Boo, 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 boo. That's 5, that's 4, this is 3. Alright, let's do the other leg. So we're going to put that leg aside. Weird discombobulated looking thing at this point. What are your thoughts on the Death Slice, Cliffy? Curious what you think about it. And definitely it's getting a lot of attention. Definitely. It's and again, the developers. I keep saying that like they're developing software. They're not. The creators of it, said during their live stream, it is not for everyone, and it definitely is not. Definitely is not. But the problem is, I think it's not for the majority of not only Lego fan type people, but Star Wars Lego fans. And the thing is, you want them to buy it because they think it's awesome. And most, I think, are very torn about it and think they got gypped by it. Because it's not what, you know, I mean, you can't expect everything the way you want it to be, of course. But in this case, everyone was expecting big ball, or at least an openable ball or something like that, and not the case. So, yeah. Ballroom Blitz. Good song. Good song. Blitz, Blitz, Ballroom Blitz. Make sure that's going the right way. This is very similar to what we just did with the other side. The look and feel of it is the same. Oh, we are changing it up a little bit, which is what they should do anyway, because fur on both sides is going to be a little bit different. The coloring is actually different too. Like it's lighter fur on this side. So that's cool. I like that. The new Christmas tree. Yes. Steelers fans love their Death Star. Star Wars fans, not Steelers fans. Duh. Yes, I saw the new Christmas tree and I am saddened by it. Simply because it is going to be expensive. And it doesn't look that great. Kind of cool. And most people are looking to get... So they're releasing something interesting with this tree. And it is the green spaceman helmet that people have been waiting for. And so it's kind of a cheap shot way of Lego saying, here, you can get it, but you have to buy a $300 set. Yeah, it's over $300, yeah. And it doesn't look that big. Now, it has an interior, so that's one of the reasons why it costs so much. But still, the piece count, and I know Lego hates when you do piece count. The piece count is not great. But it is over $300. Now, I like the holiday train, except for the fact that it's got a weird new printed 3D piece in it, and I don't like that. I think that's a cheap way of Lego doing an exclusive piece, or yeah, molding thing, and it's just weird. I don't know. Lego seems to do like a winner, and then all of a sudden they do like 20 losers. Lately it's been interesting. Yeah, the polar bear car, though, the polar bear is supposed to like he like goes ding ding ding, like his arm moves or something. He's like ringing a bell. So that's supposed to be moving. But I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I think the train looks pretty neat, but I'm not a fan. I'm definitely not a fan of the tree. I'm a fan of the train, not the tree. Except for the weird whatever it is for the, I don't like the mini train that comes with it. I think that's just, again, I think that's a cheap. I think it's funny. Logan's like, that's the only part of it I like, and I'm like, all right, well, yeah, it does not seem to fit there. It should. Sticks out. Got the fur. Can I go down further? Or does that have to go up? No, it has to go down. There we go. Just barely. That just barely fits in there. All right, let's do 3 more toes. Yeah, yeah. I like that. That's a good analogy. A German cuckoo clock. But I didn't get the original winter train when it came out. We weren't really collecting the winter village sets then, and now that thing is like $300. Like it's expensive, but maybe the price will come down whenever they come out with this one. I don't know. Ewok toes. The and also the smokestack moves, like, or the smoke coming out of the smokestack moves. So yeah, eventually. I mean, like the smaller UCS set this year was 300, so, which made me sad. Alright, so now we put this together. Is that right? Yep. Interesting. Okay. So it's like he's taking a tiny step. You see one's a little bit ahead of the other. You can't really see that on the box that well. Alright, let's see. So they want us to go and make sure that this is firmly down on top, in the back, in the front. Ooh, that fits very, very, very tight. There we go. All right, they're like, make sure that there is nothing sticking up. Make sure it is firmly down. There we go. There we go. There's Wicket. Da 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 da. Nope, this fell off. Where did it fall off from? Where did you fall off from? Right there? That's there, that's there, that's there. Now I gotta see where this fell off from. It fell off. So there's 3 there. Got those. Oh, on the butt. It fell off the back. Yeah. Fell off the back. There we go. Whoop. Stay in there. There we go. On this guy? No, his appendages, I think his arms move a little bit. His face looks really cool. They did a good job with that, so I'm happy about that. But I do think his arms do move a little bit. His mouth moves, his ears wiggle, so I think he's got a little bit of articulation. His legs do not move, which I'm fine with. They don't need to move. In Chewbacca, his biggest issue is his face. I mean, his face just looks like... poo. Not Pooh's face, just looks like poo. It's just so bad. Yeah, I don't care about the legs. He's not built for that. And again, he's not a big fig. He's not like one of those ones that's posable. I'm sure people will make him posable fully. But overall, that's okay. If his arms move enough. This goes, and this helps hold this on. Goes all the way down there. There we go. Snap. Snap, snap, grin, grin, wink, wink. Say no more. So aside from a my fault mishap, this is going along pretty smoothly. And I love when they throw a random color, like it's all brown, all of a sudden they throw a random color in. Which will get covered up, of course, but it's still kind of fun. And so this goes there. Okay, now we're solidifying things a little bit. And then we put this on right there. Kind of helps solidify things, all right? They are using a lot of these one by one angled pieces, which is kind of interesting. The glare is making me have to keep moving. Do the other side. Be on the other side. Yep. This goes how far down? All the way down. Come on, snap. There we go. If it's not down all the way, then it actually doesn't go on very well at all, so like it's supposed to. Alright, so we're still this way. Put this together. Yeah, see, we got this. So this arm, at least, whichever one it is, this is the one that holds the spear. That one moves. And I think because we've got Technic there, I think we're going to do another one. Another arm that moves. Alright, so far so good. Bag number 5. I like this, that most of them don't have little bags. Kind of nice. And look at that. It's like his stomach, or his brain. I don't know why I said stomach. That was just dumb. These are new pieces. Where is it? Where they don't have the grid, not the grid, but the grading on them or whatever. Alright, same thing, other side. At least, I mean, like, I don't know how new they are, but I haven't seen them in any sets before. So they are new to me. More pink. I do like the colorfulness. Who knew the inside of Wicket was green? And gray and pink. Not me. And apparently blue. Here goes the brain. So yeah, I'm betting this is. Well, I'm looking at the height of it. This has something to do with his mouth. So like this will be up here, and this will be his brain. So. Okay, there we go. And I do like the color they used for the hood here. It does look good. And we're going to do a lot of covering up after we get it put on. All the way down, right to there. There we go. So that's the part of it, and then we're gonna have the ears probably stick out of here. Betcha. Where's that go? This goes down. One more down. Come on, all the way. There we go. He is looking pretty cool. So. Very brown, obviously. But there, and we're gonna look. Goes right beside there. Hood, other side, part of the hood. But it'll be a little bit different. We got some different pieces being used. Hood comes down slightly different than on that side. And this fur looks a little different too. So. All the way down there to the bottom. Is it? Oh, okay. I see. That's the inside there. All right, so there we go. So far, so good. There's his brain. All right. On to bag number 6. Moving right along. Looks like we're going to be hitting the front here next. Hi, everybody. Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Looks like, ooh, looks like Return of the Jedi is starting to win, which is funny because I haven't voted, and I usually don't vote on my own poll, but Return of the Jedi is actually my favorite. I think it's not being torn, but like I have two ways of thinking. I think Empire Strikes Back is the best Star Wars movie. But my favorite is Return of the Jedi. So I think of it a little bit differently. So thanks for tuning in, everyone. Hope you're having a great night. What did you have for dinner? What do you think of the death slice, as Ben calls it, and I like that. And would you even consider getting the death slice? I want to make my own. I want to get the three dioramas they've already done and kind of make my own and make it like better looking and cost less. But you know, that'll be in time. I definitely think it can be done, though. And I'm sure other people are looking at doing that sort of a thing too. So yeah, the death slice is official and, in my opinion, not good. Looks like he's got water in his belly, so that's what we're making for. Oh, whoops! How did that happen? Oh, I see. It's like, what? That didn't make any sense. Yeah, it looks like he has water in his belly. So he drinks a lot of water. Good job, Wicket. It's good for you. So yeah, the death slice looks, in my opinion, awful. Not a fan. A lot of people are not. despite the fact that Lego and the developers are like, this is not for everyone. I think it's going to be for a lot less people than they were expecting. I don't know what type of like not marketing campaign, but like whenever you are planning a new product, normally you like do a test market. I don't know what test market they went to, but it certainly wasn't Star Wars fans. Certainly was not Lego Star Wars fans. So. Like, and I've seen people do similar. Like I said, I do want to do a diorama, my own version of it, and be like, hey, this is cheaper. But like, I've seen other people where they've done a globe, like a half of a globe already, and then they extend it out and make it so like if you bought 2 of them, you could like have a full Death Star, but it would open up, and like that would be awesome. That is what I think a lot of people were expecting. I was expecting that when they said UCS Death Star. It was like they can do some really cool things with it, like kind of combine the ideas of the previous 3 and just make it epic. And they laid an egg. So but Winter Village also train looks pretty good, except for the weird 3D printed whatever. Not a fan of that. I mean, like, it's not even a molded thing. It looks like it's 3D. It looks bad. Like, if it was a molded new piece, that would be kind of cool. But it looked, I don't know, it just doesn't look right. Maybe it's a trick of the light with the picture or something, but I don't know. Let's do this. What's this? What's this? It does look cool how this goes together. And we're down at the side here. So that does fit just barely. It's got like a little crossing in there. Cool. Extra pieces go away, and then this fits right on top. The question is, how far down does it go? Is there a stop? I think that's as far as it's supposed to go. Or does it go further down? It would have to. Because there's like orange that I see. Okay, there we go. Alright. There we go. You can still see just a tiny bit. There's like a little tiny bit of gray right there. Alright. Bag 7. Moving right along. I agree, absolutely. And you know what? They had an opportunity to do a Nebulon B frigate, a UCS one, because they asked everyone to vote, and people voted on it on another gunship, and it was just like, we've done 2 already, so now that they did a 3rd, or doing a 3rd or whatever. And it's like, I know people like the Clone Wars, which I don't understand. And I know people grew up with it, so that's, you know, that was their Star Wars, so to speak. But come on, a different ship. You know, because they've already done, you know, 2 versions, so like I'm sure you could get one that isn't as, you know, as good or as popular as the the other ones, the other one that is, but like I thought that was like whenever the voting ended and like that's what they picked, I was like, what? Really? It just seems silly to me. I had an opportunity to get something that hadn't been done before, and also a TIE bomber, a UCS TIE bomber. We have not had a UCS TIE bomber ever, I think. Hi, Pixie. Pixie's trying to come in and say hello and be part of the stream. So, I mean, like, Clone Wars was okay. Cat butt is in the camera. Come on, move. Go on through there. Yep, here. There you go. Popped right through. Clone Wars was okay, like because people grew up with it. Like that was their Star Wars, so to speak, and like, which you know, which was fine. And like the cartoon was well done, but like, you know, it wasn't. I didn't think it was amazing. It was good, but it wasn't amazing. And and I know people do their army building and stuff like that, and like that's where the money is. So, but like something different, like something we haven't seen before, as opposed to like a 4th gunship, because I think they've done 2 regular size gunships. And then 2 UCS ones, so it's like, it makes no sense. The Nebulon B was like a golden opportunity. Same with the TIE Bomber. It was a golden opportunity. And it got wasted. Sad. Alright, we're going to be doing, this is his backside, I betcha. Oh, we are almost... What time is it? 8:58. It's getting closer. Getting closer. So yeah, the Nebulon B. So I have, I found online a couple iterations of the Nebulon B, and I at some point will be doing one, which I think will be really cool. Because again, it's not something you see, and it's a big one too. Like it's. Which way does this go? That way. Okay. Alright, there we go. Covers up everything. Look, he's kind of got a butt. It's a Wicket butt. Alright, bag 8. Oh, there's hardly anything in there. Oh, this is his face. Hardly anything in this bag. This is going to be a lot of detail work. These are all little pieces. You have one big piece where everything's going to be put on, and then... Yep, you're right. And it'll, I mean, like, it should be a good set. We haven't seen official images. We know it's coming because they just did the Concorde teaser figure, so we do know it's coming. But I don't know. I have a feeling that can be disappointing. I mean, like any set, of course, can be disappointing. But like that one in particular, I mean, I'm sure they worked hard on making it so like it wasn't a disappointment. But yeah, I don't know. It's going to be an interesting next couple months. Okay, we got these little spiky things. This is where the eyes go on, I think. Look at those eyes, though. They look cool. I'm almost tempted to buy the Enterprise and just hold on to it and not do anything with it. And see how it sells. I mean, like that's like one of the things that happened with Voltron. Like Voltron should have been way more popular than it was, and I bought it when it came out, and then it didn't stay around for very long, and then it went away, and people were like, "Oh, this was a good set," and it's like, "Yep." Now I have 2 of them, so that's pretty cool. All right, we are brick building a face. So it's kind of neat how this goes together. Lots of little tiny pieces. Count with new curved parts for the size. It would be epic if we make it right. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's gonna have to be correct, like properly done as far as that goes. And that's the hard thing too, is like there's so many like different, you know, not just sci-fi but other franchises and stuff where like the Pokemon stuff. I guarantee you they had to come out with they had to come up with a bunch of new pieces in order to make things work, and I think that's to their detriment a lot. Oh look, I got coconut halves. This is for his nose. Coconuts. Whoops, I want to get that straight. Come on. Nope. Diddly dee. Oh, we got 2 more. We got 2 more of these clear grabby arms again. I like that they're using them, but I'm curious why they chose the clear ones when they could have just done the color that is underneath. Okay, that's where that goes. Smart use of the little grippy things here. Oh, those go down. Okay, interesting. Now we put the eyeballs on. So let's do first eyeball, and it gets a. That looks cool. And do this one. Same thing. Got to put the little tab on the correct side so that whenever you put the eye on, that just looks cool. Look at that. That is a cool face. That out a little bit. So yeah, Star Trek will definitely be interesting. The Enterprise will be interesting. Okay. Those snap tightly in there. And the bottom for his little chin. Two more 3386. Oop. Okay, making his little mouthy mouth parts. Okay. Push it up, and then put on the 3386. We put those. I don't even know what those pieces are called. They're a tooth, a big tooth, I guess. Okay, underneath. We put, they should have done this first because now I'm like pushing against everything to put this on. All right, this is gonna look weird. It does look funny without the rest. He looks, but hey, his mouth opens just a little bit, but it doesn't need to open far. So yeah, he looks funny without the rest. All right, bag 9. Oh, the new Black Pearl. Yeah, that's another one. The new Black Pearl. I have the original. I got it in a lot. Most of it. I gotta fix up the rest. The new one. First of all, it should be called the Black Pearl. Calling it Captain Jack's ship is just silly. No reason for that. I know Lego says that they have there was a mutual decision between them and Disney. I think it's dumb. No one else is going to call it that. Wants to call it that. It will always be the Black Pearl. It looks fine. It's another set that's expensive. And really for no reason, like it doesn't need to be as expensive as it is. This is his hat. His hair sticking down. So yeah, I mean, for those that didn't get the original, because it is expensive to try and source or whatever, you know, more power to ya. So I'm just glad I don't need to get it. It looks okay. Again, very, very, very costly. More so than it should be. Kind of funny looking. But that's how we're making the rest of the hat. They did the whole, but it looks like it to be round. Yeah. It does have some unusual form to it. I agree. Overall, it looks fine. But yeah, there are some goofinesses to it. And again, it'll be fine. Again, for those that never got the original, but it's definitely not cost effective. Definitely not. So. This is cool how they made this little thing draping down. This is the part that goes in front of the ears. This is going to go on this side to surround that. Is that right? Does it go higher up? Looks like it goes up to meet. Can it do? No. Has to go there. That looks a little goofy. It looks like it does go up. Like that. It's hard to see. Yeah, I suppose. It doesn't look right. Looks like it's in the middle of everything. Let's take this off and see. Ah, it is. There we go. Okay, it is in the middle. I was wondering. There we go. I was like, it's a little bit off, but that makes, now I see how it was done. Okay. Yeah, I get it, but again, still funny. Because, I mean, like, I don't understand, the naming thing doesn't really make sense, because, like, if you're having an issue with the name of it because it is, like, you would have more of an issue with it being Captain Jack's ship because that was Johnny Depp, right? I mean, like, that doesn't, I don't know, that doesn't, I don't understand. I guess. Okay, ooh, see now we got, again, clear, but these ones are longer. These ones are too long. And I'm not sure why they keep using the clear ones, but, yeah, whatever. That's where the ears are going to go, it looks like. Put this down. I don't know, I guess I don't understand what his name has to do with that whole thing. Because you wouldn't, you know, Captain Jack is who he played, you wouldn't want it. Ooh, these are cool pieces. These are these quarter. Has to go this way. Okay, cool. Ah, that looks neat. Let me put this on such a way. Wait, where did that come from? But those were never. Those were never put on. That's interesting. So like do this, and all of a sudden randomly these are here. I mean, like, did they put that on the head that I missed at the beginning? Must have. Ah, they did. Okay. Cover up the brain. I was like, that is just weird, but now I understand. Okay, so now this goes right here. And those just kind of hang down. Look at that. That's cool. Where do these go? Ah, those are his little doohickeys up here. So he's got boomerangs on his head he can pull off and throw. Alright. Bag number 10. sorting and everything, we're gonna get this done in about an hour and a half. You know, minus my little flub and stupid oops earlier. Alright, so we're gonna have him backwards, put on a couple little pieces here. I like doing this with snot, like all the snot bricking, because of how everything like comes together. And it's pretty well designed. I like how they have a little little Ewok going, walking down the bottom. All right, let's build some ears. Ears. These are cool pieces because they've got like that on there, and then it's got like the little spiky thing there. And my cat is going crazy, going wow. Paisley is fine. And here's how we make the little inside of the ear. And then we surround it. Here's the funny thing: these look like this looks like a box, like the flaps of a box, but we're they did this in they actually did this in the Spider-Man, the one Spider-Man set I saw, not Spider-Man, what you call it? Oop, I gotta turn him around. Doctor Strange set, his Santorum Sanctum. Ooh, that's hard to get in there. Supposed to just... There we go. Yep, so his ears can wiggle a little bit. So last thing we'll do, the last two will be his, well, the last one I think will be his arms, and then we'll do the name thing, and that'll be that. So. is slightly different the way it was designed, which is good. You want the ears to be a little bit different. The fur on them is slightly different. Oof. Yeah, this looks like a open box top that is from whatever that Doctor Strange set was. Kind of funny. There we go. That one wiggles too. All right. Bag 11. Oh wait, maybe 12 was going to be the arm. I don't know. This is going to be interesting. No, this is one arm. This is definitely a arm. So, probably this arm, because I see the spear in the other one. This should have a little, there it is, the little red one. There we go. Oh, and we got, so he's got bubble gum in his arms, it looks like. Because of the pink. Unless that's just his flesh. And he's got a twig. Probably his thumb. Yeah, I bet you that's a thumb idea. Oh no. Oops. Hard to see. I think the scale, he is the right size for R2, from what I remember reading. So he is proper. So he goes with the scale of both of those. Supposedly, from what I've heard, because I don't have any of those ones, but that's what I've read. Because I was wondering that myself. So yeah, he was designed to be in that same scale. Again, supposedly, if someone brings one to Brick Erie, we'll be able to tell for sure. Woohoo! Where is the tooth? Okay, set that down. So much snot bricking. My nephew. Oh, speaking of my nephew, so That stinks. Any other days? Friday, Saturday, Sunday? I mean, like all 3 days. Speaking of snot bricking and my nephew not liking that word for some odd reason, Thursday, he and I at 8 o'clock are going to do a contest. He suggested this to me, where we are going to build the same set and try to do it without instructions. So that's going to be interesting. So 8 o'clock Thursday, he and I are going to see how that goes. So we're going to do some kind of spider. It's a 3-in-1. It's a little set. It's a yellow, red, and black spider, and so we're going to do that. And so we're going to do the spider first, I think. No instructions. Haven't seen. I have both sets, but we haven't looked at it yet. There's a thumb. And we'll try to do that in about 20 minutes. See how well we do, and then after that, we will take it apart and we will try to do, I think, the scorpion. Not sure. That should be fun. These arms are done just like the minifig ones. It's kind of fun. All right, so this goes in there, right? Yep. There we go. So it's designed to be just like the where it only goes so far. Like it's not supposed to move. We'll flip it over and put this on there. That stinks because it's Brick Erie is fun. There, his arm can move a little bit. Oh, look, he even has a little pink axle fitting on there. Wrong. There we go. Got the fur. There, do this. There we go. Now it's the way it should be. More like. So now we do. Oh, these fingers are interesting. Alright. So we use a 3386 for these ones. Bottom there, and then we'll do the same thing except slightly opposite for the top one. For the other side, I guess you could say. There we go. His little hand. It goes in there. Go in your home. There we go. So his finger's open. His arm, because of all the other stuff around it, wouldn't be able to move anyway, so it kind of sits there. So there we go. He's got an arm. Let's go for bag number 12. It's going to be our other arm, the spear, and going to be the nameplate thing. Wampa. He looks more like a Wampa. His eyes are too cute to be a Wampa. Hey, look. I've got my little Ewok minifig. So, goes out of the way. How you doing tonight, Logan? Due to lack of arm. Oh, I got you. I got you. That yeah, I get it now. I do like this. I like the fact that they give him the cookie. That's the cookie that Leia gives to him. That's cool. So he gets the cookie. How you doing tonight, Logan? Are you... I don't know where you're at currently as far as like stuff goes, but like, are you coming up to Brick Erie at all? Or are you out of the area? Well. No, there's no stickers. There are no stickers in this set. So. And what we were talking about on Discord earlier, the winter train thing. I'm not happy with it because it doesn't look like a molded piece. It looks like a 3D printed piece. Like maybe the quality of the image is bad, but it looks awful. That's why I'm not happy with it. I think it looks bad. Guess we'll see though. Pixie's back. Back up. Oh, I gotcha. Totally get it. Pixie is being part of the show. Huh. She's like, yes, what is this strange thing? Ooh. That does not stay very well. Alright, so let's do that. Put that in there. Oh, wait. What? Oh, that just barely fits in there. I mean, that's pretty slick. So, all right. So back here, we got that. Not one of those. One of these. Yeah. Yeah, I know. You could do it. You could make it. There. Some of the angles on this are a little bit tough to see. We've been doing that a lot lately, where the angles for some of the instructions are not that great. Pixie. Pixie is trying to be part of everything. She's like, I am here. Oh, we got an Empire Strikes Back is at 50% now. I knew Logan was going to pick that. Just had a feeling. Okay, so there's part of the arm. Put that over there. Pixie, you just like to get in the way, don't you? You're like, I just want to be part of things. kitty help. Yeah. She's doing her best. You can't see it on the camera, but her paw is sticking out, and she's like, here I am. Here you go. Here, you can play with the brick thing, brick separator. And now she's playing with it. Actually, typically she doesn't play with much of this stuff, but like a little tiny piece she sees, like she's like, ooh, that's cool, and wants to touch it. See, yeah, my favorite of the three is Return of the Jedi. I think the best one of the three, though, is Empire Strikes Back. The difference is, you know, the type of movie it is versus, you know, like cinematically and thematically and all that fun stuff. Like Empire is way, you know, like the way it was done is good, so good, and like I said, it's the best of the Star Wars. But my favorite, because of, you know, how, you know, everything ends and the resolution of everything, my favorite is Jedi. So that's my reasoning for picking Jedi. Ooh, this one we turn a little bit. That's why it's rounded. Interesting how we do. It's always interesting with these figures, how you do like fingers and stuff. All right, let's build him a little thumb. They've had some interesting clear arms in this, Logan. I found it interesting that they did that in this set. There we go, little thumb. And where am I going? Oh, over here. Flip it over. They want these separated too because he's holding onto the spear. All right, 3386 again. These fingers. Because of the fur we put on. This one's the lower. Pixie is falling asleep, taking a nap. Huh. Yes, you. I'm talking about you. So yeah, Thursday, like I was saying, Thursday will be my nephew Nick and I kind of doing a challenge. Like I said, he challenged me to it, so I picked the set, and we'll see how it goes. Building without instructions. I mean, I've done that with mocks, but I've never done a set really without instructions, like guessing. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, so there we go. We got our hand. Let's go click. All right, in there. Ah, cat hair. Cat hair in the Lego. No. Okay. Now, oh, I see. So it'll latch. So the spear will latch on, which makes sense. That's fine. So from there, we do this 5 times. 1, 2, crazy cat. 3, 4, 5. I'm going to do one over this direction. And our spear, big spear. Oh, that goes on the end. Okay, so that makes sense. Alright. I like this blade, the spear blade. So that goes on. And that goes on. There we go. So that goes into his hand. Close his fingers around it. There we go. He gets his little cookie, which can go in his. It will. I know I saw people online do it. There we go. So he's holding on to his cookie. And now let's build. A little stand for our Ewok friend, Wicket. Okay, got the Ewok stand. We got the Ewok stand. Build the Ewok with the spear, and then we are done. It's a giant spear for an Ewok. Here we go. Done. So there we go. All right. He does. He looks like he is getting ready to pounce on dinner. You're right. I agree. People said that he kind of looked like he had to go to the bathroom, and it doesn't look like that with him built now. I think he looks pretty good. His face is really cool. The eyes really sell it. It's kind of hard to see. I'll put him up over here. There you go. His eyes are cute. His mouth moves just a little bit. His ears wiggle. Yeah, I really don't think he looks that way in person. It looks like he's just taking a very, because if you remember Empire or Return of the Jedi, whenever you first see Wicket walking towards Leia, because all you see are his legs, like he does those very tentative, slow steps, and that's I think what he's doing here, and it's what it looks like. So, yeah, yeah, I think it turned out pretty cool, and from what I've read, he is the right size for the R2 and C-3PO that came out. So, like, yeah, he just looks really neat. Nubs McGee. So yeah, pretty cool. I had to take apart my one because I thought I was missing a piece when I wasn't. 2 pieces actually. But I was working on my trees back here for Erie, and unfortunately the weight of them here, we're gonna put him in between the trees. The weight of them is too heavy for the gearing, so bonk. The gearing, unfortunately, will not like it'll start to work, and then it just catches. and it, again, it's just too heavy. So I have another completely different way. I'm not going to do it for Brick Erie, but I have another different way of doing it than I'm doing it right now. But I'm just going to take it like this. Looks like he's getting smashed by the logs. But what my plan is to do is, instead of using all this gearing, use it to have rope to wind, because that's what they used in the movie anyway. Is they cut the rope so that like the tree swung down. So that's what I'm gonna do, is have rope on it and just let the weight of it pull it back out whenever it's done, and the motor will lock it in place, so it'll come up to this far, and boom. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Yep, so I'm going to have it pull. So I'm going to have two other trees, like a tree over here and then a tree over here with branches, and they'll have on them. I may still use these, but like it's just going to be to swing them, because they actually are a good size to do the swinging part, but no gearing in there. And then I'll have the motor drive and wind up the rope, and that should be plenty good to just like slowly, because you can change the gear ratio and make it so it slowly pulls it up, and then when it lets go, you can make the motor just go fast, and it doesn't have to go very far anyway. So that's what the plan is. So make the pendulum. Yep. So, all right. So, like I said, Thursday is going to be my nephew Nick with me. We're going to be doing a little contest and see how well we do. Who can build as much and how close we get to the correct way to build the little spider. So, and the scorpion. So we'll see. So that'll be Thursday. So. Until Thursday, as always, keep on building, and we'll see you Thursday. Or Tuesday. Or sometime over the weekend, because I'll probably be doing some live streaming at Brick Erie. So, yeah. But any of those days, until next time, keep on building. We'll see you.